Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Now before I do anything else, make sure you have hit that subscribe button. Okay, it's just below. It's going to take you 2.5 seconds. You don't even have to work too hard. I know that you're probably tired from scrolling on Instagram all day. You know, you were supposed to work out, but you know, you're probably tired from doing all of that. But just one more request. All you have to do is just take your finger, boop. Make sure you hit the bell button so you're notified every single time I post a brand new video. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be putting on a wig. As you know, I normally go to my favorite place, which I miss so much, which is the Trap House Salon. I normally go to the Trap House Salon for any beauty related anything, whether it be getting my nails done. I had to buy some fake nails today. I had to buy these today, guys. This is how sad life has become. I got them from Superdrug for £1 today because I actually had to go and pick up some makeup. Anyway, I don't even want to ramble. I don't want to do no long intro. Ultimately, I just wanted to catch up with you guys, have just a little chit chat, get ready with me. As you can see, I've already done my face because I realized that I'm just not that person. I spend way too long when I'm talking, trying to speak to you guys and have a real conversation and trying to do my makeup. It just takes me too much time. So I would rather just do my makeup, get that over and done with, and instead I'm going to show you how I put on a wig. And like I said, I normally go to the Trap House to get it done, get my nails done, my hair done, all of that good stuff, but I'm going to attempt to put this wig on myself. I asked you guys about a week ago what do you guys want me to talk about on my channel, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about wedding stuff, like what's going on with the wedding, what is happening, all of that good stuff. So I just thought it was the perfect opportunity to do a bit of a life update because some things have changed, talk about the wedding, and also to talk about a topic that has definitely been a hot topic this week across social media, and that is colorism. So I would suggest that you grab yourself a drink, you grab yourself a snack, and let's get into it. Massive shout out to Wig Encounters. Thank you guys so much because these guys are sponsoring today's video. Thank you so much for sending me over the wig. It's definitely a time and a period where I am more than happy to try different looks. You know, quarantine, lockdown is meaning that, you know, we're looking bummy 90% of the time. But I'm really glad that Wig Encounters got in touch with me to collaborate and to basically do this video. So I'm just going to look and see what is inside. So the first thing that I see is this. This is how it looks when I open it up. And I basically ordered, I think it's an 18-inch anyway, an 18-inch curly wig, because I don't think you guys have ever seen me in curly hair before. Let me just put this to one side for a second. I really do hope that the lighting and everything is good because I don't want to film this again. My camera and my lighting and stuff has been absolutely just frustrating. To be very honest with you guys, let me be really real. I have actually been so frustrated the last couple of days. I felt very overwhelmed, and I'm going to talk about it in this video as to why I felt slightly overwhelmed, and just things have just not been going the way that I wanted them to go, and that's just been frustrating me a lot. And I genuinely did not want to film this video, but I knew that I was like, I need to do it now, otherwise I'm not going to get it done, and then we're going to go into another week, blah blah blah. And I'm so glad that I did, because as soon as I set up my lights, I switched on the camera. It's like when I've said it before in previous content, but literally doing this feels like therapy. I don't know how to describe it, but it makes me so happy. So I appreciate you guys and I love you guys because y'all make me happy. So I got a wig cap, which best believe I'm not going to use. They also gave a little card as well, actually, and it says, please kindly take care of yourself during the global outbreak of COVID-19 epidemic. If you need any epidemic prevention supplies like masks, please check out our business partners, www.goodgoodspick.com. What's this at the bottom? My fingers are so fat, I was blocking it. For any support and assistance, stay healthy and safe. I like that. Little touch showing that, you know, that they care during COVID-19. And then there's a little card on here, which is really cute. It says, Wig Encounters, best beginner friendly wig. Well, thank you so much, because best believe that I am a beginner in at least getting the wig onto my head and making it look nice. So Wig Encounters is serving people who are new to wigs or those beginners or those beginners hesitant to install wigs by themselves, worrying about not looking good or natural. So here we are. We also bring specific tutorials and the best customer service. Wig Encounters is happy to have you. Thank you so much. Hair color, natural black. Hair length, 20 inches. Hair density, 150% density, which I don't know if that's too small. I feel like that's a bit small, but we'll see. Bleached knots option, yes, bleached on the front lace. Cap construction, four-part parting space lace front glueless cap. Don't know what half of that means. I know that they've bleached the knot, which we're gonna see and experiment with in a second, but I don't know anything else. So this is the hair. Thank God. Okay, Courtney. Thank you, Jesus, for Courtney. By the way, if you don't know Courtney, she goes by Courtney Daniella. She has a hair company called CD London Hair. That's the one. And oh, I love it. It comes in all a net and stuff. So let's remove this net. Get that off. So they did bleach it, but I don't think that's light enough, to be honest. But what I will do is I'm gonna leave it for now. Pop it on my head. See what it looks like. Okay. Call you back later and then get this on my head and start looking cute. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to cut off all the front and stuff. Oh Jesus. Jesus, give me strength. You guys know that I'm not good at this stuff. Anyway, so general life update. Okay, how is life going at the moment? So I got an extra job, and do you know how crazy God is? God works in mysterious ways, right? So I basically got an extra job doing like social media marketing / digital strategy, basically all the stuff that I love and I do. So you guys know that I went freelance in 2018, and since then I've been freelancing, and I've come on now as a freelancer for another organization, another company, which I love very, very much. It's called Rig Nation. So in fact, let me explain it from the beginning. A few months ago, I started thinking to myself, I was like, I need to make extra money, because you guys obviously know I spoke about, you know, my road to 10K, which I'm gonna come back to in a second. But I was like, I need to make extra money. Obviously, wedding, because you know your girl got engaged end of last year, and so the whole thing was like, okay, wedding's coming up. Let me actually see if this is even gonna fit on my head. This is good. Okay. We're gonna work on this, right? Let's see what we gonna do. So obviously, your girl got engaged end of last year. Fantastic, whoop-de-doo, amazing. So the plan was to get married this year, like later on in the year. Whoop-de-doo, amazing. Then came Corona, COVID-19. This, by the way, is very snug. What I'm gonna do first is I'm just gonna spray it, just so it can be. Oh Jesus, this is gonna be a bit of a mess. I can feel it already. I'm literally just spraying it because, from what I've learned off of YouTube, I know it makes it a lot easier to like style and cut all of the front and stuff. Oh please, why do I have to do all of this cutting around the ear business? We can't do it. Right, so I've got my mirror down here, so if I'm looking down, I do apologize, because turning away is ruining the lighting. So yeah, obviously Corona now happened, right? So it's like, wait a minute, is this wedding gonna happen this year or not? Because this bottle is broken. All the water's dripping down my entire body. Open, yep, it's dripping down my face. Oh, my makeup is getting jacked up. First thing I'm gonna do, guys, is I need to slick back these edge images. But yeah, so I was like, I need to make some extra money. And so I remember going up to my senior leader at my church, like London. You guys already know, if you're looking for a church to join for, you know, online church every single Sunday, join us, like London, be linked in the description. That is my, you know, my fave. They are my fave, as in our senior leaders, Apostle Toby and his wife, Pastor Nicola. And yeah, so anyway, he has a twin brother, right? And his twin brother has his own like media company situation going on, right? And it's amazing, and it's called Rig Nation. Rig Nation is literally the fastest growing Christian social media app, social media networking app in the world. And I literally was like, listen, I need a job to make extra money. Do you need, you know, some help with some stuff? Let me know. And he was like, you serious? I was like, Yes. So literally about a week later, we had our last, what we didn't know was actually going to be our last church service before the lockdown. And he was there and he pulled me to one side and he was like, listen, are you serious about doing this? Do you really want to do this? And I said, 100%, let's do it. So then he was like, okay, cool, I need to speak to my wife first, so let me go, let me talk to her. Once I've spoken to my wife, I'll let you know. 20 minutes later, guys, he's left now. 20 minutes later, he calls me. He's like, I've spoken to my wife. I just called her. I'm down. Are you going to come in tomorrow? Bearing in mind it's Sunday. Will you be willing to come in tomorrow? I'm like, listen, tell me the time. I'm there. 9:30. I was there the next morning and I've been working there since, and I've been contracting for 3 days a week. But what that then means is that everything in my routine has kind of shifted now, because I was so used to being and managing my own schedule all the time. So obviously you guys know I was working a full-time job after uni, left, and then I moved on to now freelancing, and I've been freelancing, but now I'm contracting. Contracting is still freelancing, so you're still working on a contract and it can be terminated at any time. That's what a freelance job basically is. And you're still working for yourself, so I'm still self-employed, but because I'm contracting and because of just the nature of the work, it means that I have to be in the office Monday to Wednesday. Now obviously quarantine and stuff is happening, but a girl gotta work, okay? So we're taking all the precautions. Do not worry before people start coming for me. We're taking all the safety precautions, etc. And there's literally only 3 of us in this office. Literally 3 people. That is it. 1, 2, 3. And everybody goes to work, comes home, goes to work, comes home. And one of the people is the person that owns the house, and their office is in upstairs. So they have a big house and their office is upstairs to their house. So that means only 2 of us are actually the ones that are going to our separate homes and coming in. But we're taking all the safety precautions, making sure we're doing everything that we can to stay safe, etc., etc. During this time. So I've still been going into work, but it means that my schedule has completely changed. I didn't realize how I just was not used to. I think I'm gonna have to put a band on this, you know. Yeah, so I started doing that, which has been amazing, and guys, I am learning so much. So Remy, who is the person who basically runs the app, is his app, which, by the way, guys, I'm going to link it in the description box, so you guys should definitely check it out, definitely grab it, join it. I'm on it as well, and it's literally a Christian social media app. So if you know that you are somebody that's just been wanting to have somewhere that they can just share the word and not feel any type of way, because I know sometimes, not that you should feel some type of way on other social media platforms, but you know, sometimes you just want to, you know, share loads of scripture and then you're there like, oh, okay, maybe I'm being too much, I'm doing too much. I'm telling you right now, when you come onto this app, you are definitely not doing too much, because everyone on there loves Jesus and wants to hear about your experiences, your encounters. Join the app, join the app. So yeah, for about 2 months now, and I've been loving it. I've been learning so much. Tommy, actually, what I didn't know, he used to work in marketing before, and so there were just things that he's like teaching me, like just crazy amount of stuff that I'm learning constantly. But it just means that my schedule, if I thought I was busy before, well, guess what, my schedule has now been like stretched even more. So while a lot of people are not as busy anymore in quarantine, and I don't want to complain, and I'm not complaining, because I know that not everybody is in the position that I am, and I know that there's some people who've lost their jobs during this time, and they're you know, going through a hard time. So the fact that God literally provided me with this opportunity just before the lockdown, the shutdown, and funnily enough, guys, if I didn't have this, genuinely speaking, I don't know how I'll be surviving right now, because everything for me is, because I'm a freelancer, so everything is based on the job and per job, and this literally just came at the perfect time. And this is why, guys, I always tell you, shoot your shot. I don't think you understand how important it is. If it wasn't for me going up to him and being like, I think that you should employ me, what do you need help with, let me help you, I don't think that, like, I wouldn't have gotten that job if I didn't put myself forward. So yeah, man, it's been amazing, but my schedule is crazy. And because I'm there Monday to Wednesday, my life is literally consumed Monday to Wednesday. So it means that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm trying to keep up with everything else that I'm doing. Hence why you've probably noticed that for the past couple of weeks, Wake Up Wednesday has been going up late. Now granted, it's partially my fault, because I should make sure that I plan ahead. Even though I do plan ahead, guys, I plan way ahead. I'm always that person that's like, I know what I'm going to be doing over the next 2 weeks, even during lockdown or quarantine. But it's been really difficult, to be very honest with you, to try and just keep up with everything. Especially because obviously this app is growing. So when you're working on something on the ground level, it's a lot. You get very consumed. But I'm working on delegating, which is really exciting. And I'm very, very excited to be in a position where I can start delegating and sharing the responsibility, which is very, very exciting. And more people are going to be joining the team, which should free up some time for myself. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What else is kind of going on in life? I'm trying to update you guys. So that's been happening, and I thank God for it. And I'm so grateful because, yeah, again, Lord knows where we would be right now if it wasn't for that. Oh my gosh, by the way, guys, I'm bringing back In Conversation with Nissy T, which is coming back on Sunday. Sunday, every single Sunday at 7:30 p.m. right here on this channel. I'm going to be speaking to a different guest to have really important, real, honest conversations, because I feel like, and we're going to go into that in a second, especially with social media, especially with Twitter. The world of Twitter. Aish. I want to put my wig on so I can actually talk to you guys about this, because that one, I can't be distracted. I have to properly be able to speak to you guys. But ultimately, with social media, I feel like a lot of conversations that should be had don't get had appropriately or properly. I don't think that we have conversations that we're supposed to be having with the actual desire to hear. I feel like social media is so loud, and people just want to be loud and just, I don't know, make the funniest tweet or the most controversial tweets so that they can get loads of retweets, rather than actually speaking, because they're trying to voice an opinion and to have a debate and a conversation and to be able to learn from one another. So I'm bringing back In Conversation with Nissy T. You know, I normally do it with the production team, Little Drops Productions, who are amazing. And, you know, just before Corona, we actually filmed a few episodes, and then we were planning, as the new year came in, we were like planning what we wanted to kind of do and the content that we wanted to produce, and then Corona hit. So we had to stop everything, shut everything down, production stopped. And then I was like, do you know what? Let's actually do it online. Let's see what happens. So now, by the way, guys, this is what I've done one side. So make sure you join me tomorrow, okay? For our first In Conversation with young lady by the name of Yasmin Taylor. Yasmin Taylor actually experienced a whole load of stuff on social media recently, pretty much being dragged on social media because she revealed that she is in tech and she makes 130k a year. And a lot of people dragged her because they were just kind of like, the numbers are not adding up, it's not making sense, basically implying that she was lying. And then she kind of broke it down, but still people didn't believe her. And then she actually deactivated from Twitter because she literally said that she just put it out there because she wanted to encourage other people to get into tech and to encourage other people to show that people are making money. And people dragged her. And it's so crazy what a savage place Twitter can be. That someone that came with the intention of trying to inspire people and to say, listen, like, because 130k is not a joke. Earning £130,000 a year, okay, is not a joke. Not everybody is on that salary. That's a 6-figure salary. 6 figures, okay? So for her to be on that, it is amazing. And so my thing is, I want to have that real conversation. First of all, to clarify, did you, like, you know, is it 130k? Let's be very, very clear. And how are you making that 130k? Is it purely from work? From what I understand, she has other side hustles. Okay, so how is your side hustle contributing to that? Let's actually break down the numbers and let's make it make sense, okay? And then let's talk about getting into tech and all of that good stuff. So just make sure you join us. And then what else? Wedding. Oh, the bit that you guys have actually been wanting me to talk about. So obviously, like I said, beginning of this year, the plan was, yes, plan the wedding. And guys, when I say to you, God was very, very faithful with us, because we actually didn't spend a whole lot of money. So myself and Ben, we were very nonchalant about the wedding prep. Like, I didn't kind of dive in straight away and was like, yeah, okay, we've got to book the you know, the venue and this and that. I was very laid back. We were both very, in fact, maybe too laid back about it. And then it came to about February time, February time, and we were like, okay, no, we need to stop playing now. We need to get a venue, set a date, and get it together so that we can obviously let people know in advance. So we finally, guys, when I say to you finally, March comes. Was it March or was it end of Feb? I can't even remember. It was either end of Feb or March. Oh, guys, it's on. Let's see what we can do with this. That's so much better, guys. It now feels real secure. But yeah, so, you know, we finally came to a place. Trust me, I went to go and see the venues because Ben was working, but I went to go and see them. I saw so many. Thank God for my best friend Mandy. She came with me to see them, and we finally picked the venue, and I loved it, she loved it. I was like, yep. And then myself and Ben went together, asked our questions, sold on it. We paid a smaller fraction of a deposit that we were actually meant to pay, and we thank God, because literally within about a week of us paying that deposit, Corona hit, everything locked down. We don't even know what's gonna happen. So I'm actually quite grateful. I'm very, very grateful that for the way everything kind of transpired, because like I know some people who had literally, guys, they had paid for everything, like as in they were done, they made their plans. I know a few people that are getting married, loads of people that I know are getting married this year, and yeah, man, they could have, child, a lot of people have booked everything, and it's really sad because it's like people have had to postpone their wedding till like next year and whatnot. So myself and Ben were kind of in a good place because we didn't actually spend all that much money, or at least we hadn't spent all that much money yet. But now what is actually happening? How are we moving forward? Is this wedding gonna happen? Guys, I can't lie to you, my heart of hearts is now at a place where I've accepted that this wedding is probably not going to happen in 2020. As in the image of the wedding that I thought we were going to have. As in, you know, the big wedding, lit, family, friends, everyone shut down. The wedding that, you know, we will, you know, just that, you know, that wedding, guys. Yeah. I've come to a place where I've kind of accepted it, that is probably not going to happen. Purely because even if they do say that, okay, lockdown is done, quarantine is done, it's been made very, very clear, especially from things that have happened in the past. So if you see like the Spanish flu, it was actually the most deadly. The Spanish flu happened, I think it was 1918, and it killed over like 500,000 people or something like that. And it swept across the world. The deadliest part of it was the second wave, when they thought, okay, the Spanish flu, the first wave, okay, all done, all clear, fantastic, and everyone just went back to normal life and everyone rushed back into normality, and then that's when a lot more people got sick. So I think having learned from those mistakes and having read like articles and stuff, it seems like life is not going to go back to normal 2020. I don't know if I should cut here first. I've seen people do that before. Let's start here then. Oh God. Yep, I cut too far in. In there. Okay, it's definitely not going to be a frontal, so which is okay, that's all right. Yeah, guys, as I'm trying to fight with this hair and trying to figure it out, you know, things will not go back to quote unquote normal as we know it. So even if they lift lockdown, guys, let's be real, I'm not gonna lie, we were planning to have quite a big wedding, okay, around the 500 to 600 mark, okay. Purely because we were like, if it's gonna be a small wedding, let it be small. If it's gonna be big, let it be big. No, we can't be doing this in between part. It needs to be what it needs to be, right? So our thing was like, okay, let's just go big. Because at first we were like, okay, no, we're gonna have a small wedding, it's gonna be intimate. So guys, my card, one of my SD cards was full, which actually made the perfect timing because I then cut the rest of this. We're just gonna leave the rest of this happening over here. One thing that I'm avoiding by all costs, at all costs, is gluing down. I can't believe I cut my card too much, guys. What's wrong with me? Look at it. It's got a tear in between. It's ridiculous. Oh, 2020, kind of accepted it. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen the way that we had intended, but best believe I'm not leaving 2020 not being married, especially where we had now, you know, established, like we're starting to make plans and things are starting to come together, and our family have now met. Obviously we had our traditional engagement, which, by the way guys, so sorry about the delay on the video. Just a lot of stuff, right? But it's coming. It's actually coming sooner than you think. But ultimately, you know, our traditional engagement and, you know, our families have now met. Everyone was really, really excited. But I feel like I can't leave 2020 not being married. And can I be very honest with you guys? Let me be real honest. Can I be really real? To be very honest with you, I actually think that this is like the perfect opportunity for myself and Ben to do something small, something like without having to worry about being like, oh, sorry you weren't invited, sorry you weren't invited, sorry you weren't invited. Especially, you know, African, especially Congolese families, like if they're not invited, they're gonna feel like, oh, they don't love me, they don't like me, why would they not invite me? I raised them when they were 2, I fed them when they were 6 months, I carried them and changed their poop when they were 1 day old. Whatever, you know, Africans, they're always so extra about everything, especially when it comes to like weddings and stuff, right? But now no one can complain because a lot of our family are in other places like France and Belgium. They can't come anyway. Even if, for example, Corona ends, the travel ban is probably not going to be lifted anytime soon. So really and truly, this gives us the perfect excuse to do something cheap and cheerful and to use that money to invest. Now guys, can I be very real with you guys? I have never really been that girl that was like, oh my gosh, yes, on my wedding day, I can't wait and I'm gonna wear a veil and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. I've actually always been quite a nerd, very career driven, very like money moves, man. And I can't lie to you guys, in my heart of hearts, I would prefer to do something smaller now, really, really tiny now. Purely because of the circumstances. I think if it wasn't for the circumstances, I definitely feel like I would have wanted to do something big, only because would I really though? I don't know if I'm just saying that to convince myself that that's what I would have wanted to do, but generally speaking, let me be 100% honest guys, I've been more kind of like a living in a big house with my G-Wagon pulled up at the front type of girl. I've been more kind of like investments and like how can we multiply our finances. Like, you guys know I talk about finances on this channel and I'm not shy about it. I'm not shy about my goals and the things that I want to do and what I want to achieve, purely because I believe that why not? I have one life and I want us to live it well. And I know that both myself and Ben, we are successful now, yes, but we are yet to be as successful as we're going to be. And I don't want to tweeze this too much because I don't want it to look scary. I've already, yeah, just gonna, but yeah man, I've always been that girl that's been more kind of about the grind, the work, the hustle, about, you know, making money, man, making money moves and investments, like all of that wedding stuff. Yeah, it's fantastic, it's great, but you spend so much money for literally 1 day. And I don't know why, but I've never really been that girl that's been like, oh my gosh, can't wait. Like, I don't know, I've just never really been her. Like, that's just never really been me. Obviously the idea of it definitely grew more, especially when I got proposed to. I was like, oh my gosh, like, we're gonna get married and, you know, I'm gonna wear a dress, a white dress and all this kind of stuff. But it's never really been something that I was like really eager to do from a very, very young age. So when all of this stuff happened, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought, do you know what? this is a blessing in disguise. Recruited a different spray bottle. One benefit that I can definitely say from living with a whole bunch of women in the house is that you can always find something. Now this spray bottle, Jesus, why all the spray bottles struggle? Anyway, let's see what we can do over here. Ah, there we go. Now this is what we call a spray bottle. Even my mom and Ben's mom have both been like, listen, don't think it's gonna happen this year. Absolutely fine. You guys can just, you know, do something really small for now, get married, start living your life, invest rather in like property and stuff like that. And then when the time comes for when you guys can actually do the whole big shebang thing, great. The time will be ready and everything will be in place. Even if you do it in 10 years from now when you guys have your kids and you want to just have the white wedding for the sake of doing it, no problem. So yeah, man, that's what it's looking like at the moment, and I can't lie, your girl is quite pleased about it because it means that we can save that coin and invest in some stuff like property. I want us to have property under our belt, build a good portfolio, and grind and make this empire happen. And I'm super excited to do that alongside my babes. Ben, look how nice that is. Nice and defined, guys. By the way, guys, also just to let you know, I did tell my Instagram fan bam, but I actually did a 7-day detox, which was amazing, and I would highly recommend to anybody. I will put my smoothie recipe down below. But I literally had 7 days where I just had smoothies, fruit and veg, like raw fruit and veg, like apples, oranges, pears, not pears, let me not lie, didn't eat any pear, but apples, oranges, banana, and then I made smoothies with like banana and other fruits and veg actually, like spinach and cucumber, and I had that for 7 days and I feel great. I feel fantastic because I was eating too much crap, I wasn't looking after myself, I wasn't exercising. I've also started working out as well at home, which is amazing, working out with a celebrity. Made it sound like she came to my house or something. No, on YouTube, guys, her name is Jeanette Jenkins and she's sick, and again I'll link it in the description box below, and I'll actually remember to link it this time. So I had to go back and watch Courtney's video on her Instagram page of her hair company, which is CD Hair London. I'll link it again below, but make sure you check it out. But she literally has a simple routine on curly hair: water, gel, oil. I'm using Eco Styling Gel. Just rubbed it through the hair. By the way, this is the Pantene Gold Series Intense Hydrating Oil, which, by the way, I got in like a giveaway situation. I got in like a gift bag, and I can genuinely say that this is the most amazing hair serum I have used ever. And she literally just said, take the hair and like, you gotta like scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. So this is it, guys, the end result, and I can't lie, your girl is looking hella cute. Fabulous, darling. Hello. I feel cute, looking cute, doing cute things. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much, by the way, to Wig Encounters again for giving me some hair, making me feel fresh, and just giving me a different look. But yeah, so that is where I'm kind of at right now. I think I've updated you guys on everything and the wedding and stuff like that. I feel like we are probably gonna end up doing something really small, just doing like a, not a civil service, but what's it called, like a, you know, when you just go and sign like a registry type situation. Obviously we don't know, I'm just saying what these are options, okay? Have it blessed by you know, a pastor, because obviously it has to be blessed before the eyes of God. Doing like the family part where they kind of, basically there's a list, you know, the dowry, there's a list that Ben has to fulfill. He fulfills that part, they come and drop off whatever needs to be dropped off, and then we keep it pushing and we invest in our home, we invest in the things that we want to do, and we multiply our finances. And then if in a year, 2, 3, 5, 10 years time we decide and we've had kids and stuff and we're like, oh, we want our kids to be involved in the actual white wedding, why the hell not? There was a little bit of trying to please my family and trying to appease them and trying to make sure everyone was involved, even though it's not even just trying to please them, because I want my family to be there. I really want my family to be there. I want my family to enjoy this moment with us. I want my family to be part of this, because we are very close with our family, both myself and Ben. We're very, very close. But at the same time, Is it the be all end all? No. Could we definitely do saving that money and investing in other things? Yes. In the long run, will it probably be the better decision? Yes. So I think that's where I'm kind of at right now. It's sad because obviously slowly that feeling was starting to come and I was getting excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna walk down the aisle with my white dress and Ben's gonna cry and all these things in my imagination. So it is kind of, you know, it's bittersweet, but whatever God permits, whatever God allows to happen, we shall see. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. What I am going to do is I'm going to now film another video completely focused on colorism, because even though I thought that I was going to actually get this done quicker and be able to talk to you guys, it was a bit of a mess, as you can see, but end result was all good. Hair looks cute, I can't lie. Brand new look, feel good, you know, quarantine looks, serving looks all day long. I definitely feel like this is like the hairstyle that I didn't even know that I needed, but I definitely needed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love and appreciate you guys always for being with me on this journey, and I am very, very excited about what is to come. Whether or not we end up having that big, huge, fancy wedding or whatever it is, I know that I have met and I'm going to spend the rest of my life with the love of my life. And however that ends up happening, to be honest with you, I don't really care. And it's funny because I felt like I was starting to move into the space where, and how am I coming back into this conversation? I'm so sorry guys, but this is the last thing. It's funny because I feel like I started to move into that space of like, we need this, we need that, we need this. And I was getting very caught up in the whole wedding stuff, right? Which naturally would happen because as a woman, you do want that day to be very, very special and you want to remember it a particular type of way. And I don't want my wedding, that's why we didn't want to do in between. You either do it big or you do it small. So if we were going to do it big now, we've decided we're going to do it big. It has to be executed well. So I feel like I started to get so invested in it, and then Corona happened, and then all of a sudden it just puts everything into perspective again, and it's like all the things you were worried about don't even matter. This is literally just about you and Ben, and that's it. Now I'm gonna go for real. Stay beautiful.